Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana reporting for October 18th. Time is about 1700 hours IST India Standard Time or 5 p.m. India Standard Time, October 18th. Day is Saturday. So first we take a look at the sun, and we see a big, massive coronal hole, folks. This is not normal coronal hole. This is massive. It can fit almost about, you can say, 300 200 earth in it. This is massive, and what I see from it is it's making some sort of bizarre arrangement from some figure to a bird looking like, or a heart, you can say. So this is massive in scale. Apart from that, it is also going to radiate CMEs and spew CMEs, which can directly impact earth, so be very careful. So as I keep predicting you all along, I've been doing this service to humankind for almost 15 years. Since 2010, I returned from North America to India. As you can see my latest snaps over here, this is on my terrace. Just to be very clear, just so that there's no ambiguity, there are no impersonators, perverts, pedophile, rapists, serial rapists around my neighborhood, or impersonators who basically claim that this whole residence belongs to them. This is all false and fabricated information, and they are doing digital slavery of me, Surinderjit Singh Rana, Sjsrana. It's under digital slavery concept. I'll just reveal more. I've done it in my past video, which is October 12th. You can go and review on YouTube. But this is just to give you, share my snaps where I stand, and this is on my rooftop. I recently got it mended. There was some construction work has to be done so that I can have clear access. So as you can see, I can have clear access for my topmost rooftop. Otherwise it was blocked, and I had to get my office people over here, or people who are in charge in office of real estate, where I paid them in full to purchase this villa in 2022. I got this villa purchased in 2022 in full payment, in check by check. So anyways folks, just that was my glimpse on my rooftop, just to clear the ambiguity. And further, whatever I am putting on YouTube and whatever is going through YouTube, whatever I'm facing, you can see over here, under the digital slavery, digital arrest of saints and innocents in India under Genocide Convention of India, still ongoing. You can see all these posts which I tried to promote on YouTube were banned or were withheld because of they were disapproved, because they said this is having some political message. However, it was none. I don't vouch for any political party anytime, anywhere. I don't do political campaigning, just to be very clear, because my concept, my part over here is for humankind. For humankind, I believe in all political parties, and I also don't believe in any political party, because I'm not doing campaign for them, but I'm doing campaign for humanity, folks, just to be very clear. So over here, I'm just giving glimpses of my past snaps, or my other sharing of my YouTube videos. You can see October 4th, I covered DD Coms in detail, and the prostitution in detail, so that what entails with DD Coms. He was sentenced for 4 years and whatnot. All these things I'm covering for you folks, so just so that I bring you up for the humanity, for the latest trends, and for the latest message, and what I reveal from heaven, the signs in heaven, and what is going on earth, and how it's going to impact humanity. So all in all, I am going to cover various topics, from digital arrest, which is very popular in India, gaining momentum, or digital slavery, where is under the digital identification, how the slavery will be implemented. I'm also going to cover in detail the hate crimes which is surging in India, and so-called digital arrest is also under the hate crime. Many times the political parties which are affluent in India, namely BJP and Congress, who have their own IT cell, they run their own IT cell, and it's done for political hijacking or political campaigning. But most of the IT cell run by the political parties of India are doing the anti-humanity part. And how to serve God, how to be close to humanity, all these factors I'm going to cover more on the war, Russia and Ukraine war. So all this I'm going to cover in this brief message, which I'm just going to give you. Ahead of this will be the coverage, complete coverage, but I'm also going to share my sightings. Whenever I have a sighting, I do promise to give you my sightings, so that you are aware that when I'm seen around, and what I'm doing, and what is going around, so that you are not falling prey to the imposters, pedophile, pervert, predators, gang. There's a gang, complete gang, hate criminals who are basically almost every day planning to sabotage my identity or do some sort of impersonation. So that thing I just want to be very clear. I want to make it out that you come to know the real facts from the person who is in real genuine person. So all in all, sun gives us the best view. Always follow the heat from the heaven. As you can see, it making some sort of a bird figure. Also, it can be called as a heart, pure heart figure. But this coronal hole is massive, and once it spews the CMEs, which I expect anytime today, which is October 18th. So I'm predicting that it will be massive, folks. So October 18th and 19th, be on watch out that sun is going to do something bizarre, because I sense the signs from heaven in advance, and I try to give you that warning in advance. So be very careful all around. My neighborhood, impersonators are in ample. So over here, I'm just going to give a glimpse of what I was doing with my solar project. As I told you, I'm running all my solar. Everything is on solar, and this is the water pump pushing the water at 35 feet from where I stand. So from below 35-40 feet, it's pumping the water up. I'm using only solar grid, which I'm going to show you briefly, and it's doing a fantastic job of pushing the water, which is almost 35-40 feet below where this tank is, and it is all running on solar. This is the solar system I installed in March 2023, and I'm using Yagi antenna. I'm going to face it towards the Swan R2, and that's my positioning. You can see from sky. I'm positioning my Yagi antenna to Swan, because Swan R2 is something which you won't understand, and only ETs, extraterrestrial beings, can understand what it is all about. So I'm going to point my Yagi antenna towards Swan R2, and I'm going to have some sort of messaging which I will try to receive from them, or whatever is going on the outer space. So folks, on coverage of Swan R2, I try to give you glimpses that Swan R2 is something which is under the Hopi prophecy. As you are aware, the Kachina prophecy, and it's doing the same thing phenomena. If you are not aware, I try to cover this Kachina Hopi prophecy in my past YouTube videos. If you missed the part, you can just go through these glimpses, which I'm going to reveal to you much more on this video. So we have two major extraterrestrial visitors, or you can say, which are heavenly bodies from the outer space of the limits of our solar system, and they are visiting under a very great cycle of 23,000 years, and that's a big cycle which they do complete with sun under the perihelion, which is going to be very close. They've already surpassed the sun on sometime around second week of October. Now we're going to see close approach of Swan towards Earth by the end of October. You can say starting from 20th of October till 30th of October, we'll see both Swan R2 and 3i Atlas, which is going to do a close approach towards Earth, which we are going to watch and observe. So for that, you can always go through my website oneworldpress.wordpress.com, which I'm running from 2010, and also I did posting on beforeitsnews.com under Sjsrana banner. But what I am trying to reveal to you over here is that Swan R2, which was on close proximity to perihelion of Sun on September 12th, basically did something very bizarre, that it was doing some sort of release of gases from Atlas towards Swan, and all those things were behaving very weird. This is not normal heavenly object which do visit Sun occasionally, and many times we have seen as a comet. However, they are behaving quite weird. Different kind of gases, different color of gases are being spewed, and also with 3i Atlas, we have been told by the experts that they are releasing heavy amount of water and CO2. So which does give them impression of some sort of engine, some sort of 10-20 gigawatt engine which is running inside. And the way the Swan R2 is being observed, even from the Mars, it was observed clearly 3i Atlas, that it's very massive, and the way the luminosity is working is quite different than expected by a heavenly body. This does indicate to them, to the experts, that this is some sort of intelligent, you can say, satellite, if you call it so, or it could be something very advanced technological satellite or mapping of the solar system and all what is going around. If they are extraterrestrials, obviously they are much advanced. If they can visit Earth at this time, they must be very, very advanced, and they must be having much more advanced technology than what we have. So obviously their sensors, their radars, their technical equipment has to be very advanced, and to us it will look just like a sand or just like a rock, because that is how their advanced going to be. It is going to look, the more advanced you become, the more closer you become to nature, the more precise you become to nature, or more you can say subatomic level you'll become to nature, because that's how the advanced technology will work. So perhaps what we see from Earth or observe from satellites, that these objects are just mere rocks, but it could be something far greater. So folks, be very careful how you observe Swan R2 and 3i Atlas. It's the same prophecy which I revealed, and this was during the end times, which I've already given you in June 2024. Hashtag MAY 2025 end time. So under the end time banners, I already predicted that the end times will start and all these bizarre events will start occurring, and this is under that pretext. So you can always go and search on my YouTube channel, which is Sjsrana handle, or you can go and search on my web pages or my oneworldpress.wordpress.com. I own all the digital rights. I have not given any digital rights to any of my publications or any of my articles or whatever I do messaging. It's all owned by Sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana. Just so that you're very clear that I haven't given any digital rights to anyone. If they are claiming, then they are imposters, impersonators, criminal, and these are people who belong to digital arrest or digital slavery concept of India. So folks, be very aware how things are shaping around your neighborhood, around your solar system. And this is just a brief look at the map, how October 20th to October 31st it's going to look on sky. If you want to view Swan R2, then you got to be looking from Earth southeast, facing southeast towards the Sagittarius constellation and so on, because it's belonging to that cluster from where it is coming. So anyways, again, going back to sun, it's also behaving the same way. You can look at it like a bird. It seems like a tweet a bird, what it seems to be like on the sun, which is a massive coronal hole. So okay folks, this is October 17th. Time is about, you can see on the screen, it is about 1200 hours IST, around 1200 hours IST. Just to be precise, I'll give you more information. I'm locking the main gate, sliding gate, as I'm leaving for some errand for some residence 2. This is residence 1 and I visited residence 2. So on October 17th, you can see at about 1200 hours, or to be precise 1233 hours IST, India Standard Time, Friday, I had to venture out, and as you can see, I'm leaving with my car. This is the other car I've got. As I told you, I had other car which was grey in color, Maruti Baleno. I had a lot of issues with it. It was giving me a lot of problems with the computer system, so I had to give it away. And I got this new car, not a new car, but I got it second hand, and I got it as new for me. And it's from Hyundai, as you can see, white color. I do like white color, so I just exchanged it because I wanted to have less computer system so I don't get interrupted. The computer system of the car was so messy that even the company owners could not understand, or the company people could not understand. The engineers could not fix that car, and I had to take it 3 4 times and spend almost 8 9 hours each day waiting there for them to understand where the problem is. So I had to give that car away and exchange it with the other car. As you can see, this is from Hyundai, and I like it. I'm doing it fine with it. I don't want a large car for now because I'm just by myself alone. Only I have two cats where I reside here in this residence of mine. As you can see, I'm preparing to leave. Time is about 12:34 a.m. IST, India Standard Time, and date is October 17th, Friday. So I had to do some errand to visit my residence too, as you know, which is almost about 25 kilometers or about 18 miles, 17 miles from here, where I have to visit the center of Jaipur, city of the Jaipur. This is the outer skirts of Jaipur, as you are aware, and where I reside here is Galaxy Enclave Real Estate, and my villa is 77. Just so that you are not taken by imposters, impersonators, thugs, who are recent phenomena. When I arrived over here in 2022, these people followed me over here, and like imposters, like hijackers, they tried to sabotage my identity, hijack my identity, and do a digital arrest. Yes, digital arrest or digital slavery is getting very popular in India, folks. Be very aware that they are targeting innocent saints, people who are isolated or who don't interact much with the outer world, but they are very popular. So people in India are doing digital arrest and digital slavery of those people by hijacking all their communications, inbound communication. Many times deep state vampires are assisting them, because as you know, genocidal India is world popular. It has genocidal DNA. It wants to commit a genocide, and it is always trying to somehow subjugate the ethnic minorities in India. So that's a known fact, because you know it from past. The communal records of India are very bad. Human rights records are very bad of India. So be very aware that deep state vampires of India are all in hand in gloves with the digital arrest and digital slavery of innocents and saints. So as you can see, I've left my premise precisely about 12:37 hours IST, October 17th. So you can be aware on the clock that what time I leave and come, so that imposters, impersonators around my neighborhood who are raping females daily, doing a digital arrest of myself, and they are doing some sort of sabotaging identity and running a digital slavery game. And as I tell you, folks, you can always see me alone by myself. I am never part of the group around here. They are one party, perhaps they are one group, one gang, perhaps, and I am always single person alone. I don't interact with people who have perverted mindset, or who are raping females, who are serial rapists, or who are impersonators, or who are people who are belligerent liars. I don't stand with them, I don't talk to them, and I have no party with them. So you'll always find me alone, because I sense from a spiritual sense what these people are all about. So I avoid them all the time. So at least I don't get involved with their gang mindset or gangster mindset. So that thing is very obvious from here. As you can always see me alone. I'm entering my residence, which is on 17th, October 17th. Time is about Friday. Time is about 21 hours 20 minutes, so which is 21:20 hours IST, India Standard Time. As you can see, I give you a close up, opening my sliding door and preparing for the entrance of my car. This is all just to give the glimpse that people around, or could be newcomers or something like that, are basically very good in doing sabotaging identity, spreading lies, misinformation, and perhaps perverted mindsets are daily hijacking and raping new females or prostitutes of India. I also want to highlight the prostitution around, that India is very popular as door-to-door prostitution. India GDP is based 10 to 20% on door-to-door prostitution. If India doesn't do door-to-door prostitution, then GDP of India will fall down. So be very aware. Has the largest prostitution network. There are around 300 males and females together who are daily being thrown or being given to predators, pedophiles, perverts for day-to-day prostitution and day-to-day raping in India. India is the largest or the highest amount of rape clock. It's clocking almost 18 rapes per hour, and every minute it would be much higher if you count the marital rapes also. So, folks, be very careful about India, and who you talk to and who you interact with, because India is the largest number of serial rapists, hijackers, trespassing morons, criminals. It has the largest number of fake people, or who are telling belligerent liars. So be very careful, and this is already upsetting the judiciary of India. India judiciary is already very upset. The way door-to-door prostitution is violating the Constitution of India, because the door-to-door prostitution service has really picked up big time, as political parties of India are promoting it so that they can get maximum vote from the youth, because youth, which is basically from 15 years old till about 35 years old, are very impressed by India government, the way they're supporting door-to-door prostitution and turning blind eye towards prostitution. All around the globe, Western nations, especially the US, the UK, are catching every day the network of prostitution, or you can call pimps, they're gangsters. However, in India, the India government is turning blind eye towards the pimps, the growing number of pimps, growing number of prostitution or prostitute racket or prostitute people. The male escort prostitutes of India are very popular, in demand by females of India. There are over 770 million females of India. Imagine their demand for male prostitutes. Every day you'll watch from the sky, a new male prostitute will visit their house. You can always watch from the sky. Now you have the technology. These people can run but cannot hide. I repeat, these people can run but cannot hide. So from sky, from drones, try to watch the houses, the residents where high frequency of male escorts prostitutes of India are arriving, or female escorts prostitutes of India are delivered to the residences. You can always watch from sky which house, which residence is active. Lot of frequency will be there of male visitors or female visitors, and if that is so, then you can understand the gravity or the grandeur of India prostitution network. India has 300 million male prostitution taking place every day. Yep, the number is 300 million, folks. The population of UK is not more than 200 million. Imagine 300 million of India males doing the prostitution. Okay, folks, another good glimpse I want to give you. A visitor, strange visitor, visited me on Tuesday, on October 14th. I'll give you the date also, which is October 14th, Tuesday. It was very strange, alone. You can say the macaque or the monkey king visited me, and it was not having a team with it, which was very surprising, and the day was Tuesday. So I repeat again, the day was Tuesday. As you can see, he was very much confident, as if this residence belonged to him, or the people over here, which is myself and two cats, as if I'm related to them. Or this visitor was very unique in nature, and as you can see, before leaving, it tried to bow down to the residents of this villa, which is 77, which is myself and my two cats. So as Sjsrana is giving this glimpse, you can see the Monkey King tried to bow down and left all by himself with very confident eyes, very confident body, and all by himself, not by a team of macaques, or you can say langurs, or they call it, I call it Monkey King because he was all alone. He doesn't have his team with him, but all by himself, very confident. And the way he entered the house and left the house by doing a salutation, which is namaskar, we call it in India, was very bizarre to me, folks. I was quite startled to see this visitor. So anyway, folks, on October 16th, my time of basically coming out of my residence, which was at 1814 hours, as you can see clearly, on October 16th. The day is Thursday, and basically I had to park my car out because some construction work is ongoing on my rooftop. As you can always see from sky, from drones, that some construction work is undergoing, and it will be going till the end of this month, October. So I had to park my car out every day. If the workers, the laborers, the people, the engineers who are here to work on the construction, or some sort of you can say modification being done. So time is about 1815 hours IST, 6:15 p.m. India Standard Time, October 16th. As you can see, I had to come out to get my car back inside, and I spent almost 10-12 minutes because I was trying to align my radio and my music system on the car and try to receive some sort of clear messages uh, on my cell phone, because the signals over here are very weak, and I don't know, even GPS does some sort of weird thing at my residence. So as you can see, I have these flashing lights just to give the indication that it's different, some sort of understanding, or I'm trying to align myself with SWAN R2 and Atlas 3I. So some alignment has to take place, and I have to give some messaging towards SWAN R2 in the evening, which is about 1620 hours IST. Date is October 16th. So I'm trying to message or trying to do some working with SWAN R2 and with Atlas 3I, so the message can be clear. I cannot speak in a language which you will understand, but there's some sort of glances on some sort of arrangement which I have to do, so the messaging can go clear, and what is supposed to happen by the end times, which are predicted hashtag MAY 2025 end times, has to be very clear, and there has to be clear channel of communication. And the only way I communicate is through instant speed of light. I have to communicate through speed of light, surpass speed of light only then, not by regular magnetic or electromagnetic interference or electromagnetic spectrum. It doesn't come under that. It has to be speed of light, folks. If I have to communicate with SWAN R2 and 3i Atlas, it has to be speed of light. As you can see me over here spending some time doing some coded messages, receiving some messages from them, and understanding what is going ahead of time. So, folks, this is all just giving you the glimpse how the extraterrestrial being work, or how to have the extraterrestrial objects interaction, and so that you are aware. And I don't interact much with the people around, neighborhood around, because many of the time prostitution is taking place, door-to-door prostitution, and all the prostitutes female who come to visit are only visiting the male escort prostitutes to get raped or to have new experience by the male escorts. This is very popular destination also, as it has been noted by the drones and by the Western nations, that this has become the hub. India has become the hub of prostitution. Male escort prostitutes and female escort prostitutes are very, very popular in India, folks. It is over 300 million prostitution in India, and it is the most busiest traffic nation, sex trafficking nation in the world. So, folks, on digital arrest and digital slavery of India, there are a lot of newses which are springing up now recent days, because digital slavery is becoming very popular in India, where even deep state vampires of India are part and parcel of digital slavery, where they target the targeted individuals or saints or ethnic minorities in India to hijack all their inbound communication, outbound communication, all the emails, WhatsApp messages are all getting hijacked. So it is all coming under the banner of digital slavery. As you can see, the recent unfolding or recent investigation led to a major arrest of a complete gang of at least 7 males. You can see over here being arrested on doing a digital slavery or digital arrest of an innocent 72 years old senior citizen of India. And they uncovered millions and millions of rupees in India currency was stolen, was hijacked, was theft, or was dacoity, or you can say a grand larceny being done on this senior citizen of India, which was almost 58 crores in India rupees. So this is millions and millions of US dollars that was heckled or that was hijacked from that senior citizen under the banner of digital arrest or digital slavery of an innocent. And you can see the cops of India getting activated, and judiciary of India, the justice system of India is also getting very activated. And I tell you, folks, times ahead, the judiciary of India is fed up with this prostitution, door-to-door prostitution, digital slavery, digital arrest, and extrajudicial digital slavery of India innocent citizens. So I'm pretty sure in times ahead, the judiciary of India, Supreme Court, are all taking cognizance of how digital arrest of innocent saints taking place, digital slavery of innocent saints taking place, where innocent is all the communication of innocent is being hijacked, completely hijacked. And the judiciary of India, Supreme Court of India, the judges, honorable judges are also taking some sort of action plan. They're already preparing some action plan to do a crackdown on digital slavery or digital arrest being done on innocent saints of India openly. Even deep state vampires are getting involved in it, which is most alarming situation in India. And it's already become an alarm bell. People are awakening now, and people are trying to seek answers that what protection as a citizen of India do they get from digital arrest or digital slavery. how an individual of India will be notified by the authorities of India that they are under digital arrest or digital slavery. Somebody is doing a hijacking of their accounts, of their bank accounts, of their identifications, basically the Aadhaar card or the what you call a social security number in US. It is called Aadhaar card in India under digital identification banner. So the impetus lies on the state machinery, on the India government. That's what India judiciary, India judges are asking, seeking answers from India government, that what sort of credibility do you give to your Aadhaar card or to your PAN card number from being not getting being misused or being digital arrested or digital arrest or digital slavery. India government has to give the answer to the India judiciary, to Supreme Court judges, honorable judges of Supreme Court, that what sort of assurance by India government has to be given to the innocent saints or ethnic. So, what sort of assurance India government is going to give to the India judiciary, judicial panel, which is consisting of honorable judges of Supreme Court, that they are protecting the identification misuse or the digital ID misuse, which is Aadhaar card or the PAN card numbers of India citizens, innocents. How are they going to prevent this digital slavery? How are they going to make sure that there is enough mitigation factors that those perpetrators or those mafia, which is basically hijacking the communications, the or plundering the wealth or misusing the Aadhaar card to basically create fake accounts under their name in the various banks, whereas the individual is not aware, is not knowing what is being done behind the scenes. How India government is going to answer to India judiciary is being limelight right now. And also under the hate crimes of India, as you can see over here, there are a lot of articles. Recent article on October 17th, 2025, "We Are Muslims or Mujrims." How hate criminals are becoming very popular and the largest organized mafia in India and daily entertainment for the largest mafia. So, India hate crimes is well known, folks. India is also known as a genocidal nation. I repeat, India is also very popular in the world, known as genocidal nation, because in 1984, India, under the stewardship of Indira Gandhi, the person, the first lady prime minister who hijacked the democracy openly, launched emergency on the democratic values of India, not only hijacked India democracy and turned it into a dictatorship, but also turned India into a hate crime or a genocidal machine, where Indira Gandhi dictated the India army to move tanks against the holiest of holy temple of ethnic minority Sikh faith in India. So that genocidal nation of India is very popular in the world, and now Muslims or the Muslim community or the followers of Islam are very becoming very alerted or becoming very heightened with the sense of insecurity in India, as the digital slavery concept is getting very popular and government getting all the benefits of digital identification can anytime turn on or off the switch for digital slavery without the individual being known, without the individual being told. So, extrajudicial digital slavery is very popular in India. Any cop can do a digital surveillance or a digital blocking, hijacking of the accounts of innocent, most likely ethnic minorities, Muslim, Christian faith people, and Sikh faith people. I keep alerting all this every time from my Sjsrana at yahoo.com. You can always subscribe to it, or you can send me an email. If you can always shoot me an email to sjsrana at yahoo.com if you want to get subscribed, or you can always visit my website onewordpress.wordpress.com. So, folks, but only problem is if India is implementing digital slavery with the deep state vampires of India, can anytime turn on the switch of digital slavery of any ethnic minority of India. I am telling you this because Sjsrana has been the most victimized person in India of India deep state vampires, which is basically turning digital slavery of Sjsrana. All my inbound messages, outbound messages are being hijacked or being pruned or being basically, you can say, inspected for no good reason other than that I am a human rights activist. I give you the heads up, I give you what's going ahead of time. That's the only reason people hate me a lot in India. because I gave them heads up. I gave them what is wrong, what is right. So, anyways, folks, be very aware. And this is my ID where I have been serving the humanity for the last 15 years. Sjsrana@yahoo.com, sjsrana@gmail.com, surrender.ocp@gmail.com, and obviously from my oneworldpress.wordpress.com. I also happen to have one worldpress.org under org banner, which is oneworldpress.org, but I have not continued it because it was costing me a lot of money to sustain that website. So I have basically not taken next year's subscription, which is starting from September 2025. So I've just left it like that. And just so you are very clear and everybody is very clear, that all the digital rights of my sjsrana@yahoo.com, oneworldpress.wordpress.com, or oneworldpress.org, all digital rights belongs to SGS Rana. As of October 18th, 2025, I'm speaking, it is almost about 5:30 p.m. IST, of which is 1730 hours IST India Standard Time. I have not given any digital rights to anyone except myself, which is S. Sjsrana, editor-in-chief of onewordpress.wordpress.com, and sjsrana@yahoo.com, and the channel YouTube, which is /sjsrana, and Twitter handle, which is x.com/sjsrana1, which is sjsrana1 under x.com, and sjsrana at youtube.com. All the digital rights belong to me. I have not given digital rights to anyone, just so that you are clear. And any impersonator, imposter, deep state vampire, or hate criminal of India claiming otherwise is just a genocidal mindset hate criminal or warmonger who is basically doing impersonation on S.J. Rana, Surinderjit Singh Rana. So, also, just so that you're very clear, I've already shunned all my Facebook accounts and Instagram and Threads account. Anything to do with Meta, I've already deleted. I've already purged all my accounts because I don't want to be associated with Meta company at all. So, okay, folks, another big ball game on the world scale going on is the tussle between Trump tariff and what basically India is trying to do a tussle with Trump. As you know, Donald Trump has been exercising tariff negotiations with all the nations across the globe to basically benefit the US, or giving the benefit to the US citizens under Make America Great Again and Make America Safe Again. So, under that banner, Donald Trump has been asking India to basically come with equal footing of tariffs on with the US. However, the arrogant India is not budging. It's basically still trying to still try to compel the US admin that India will keep importing Russia oil, cheap oil, and it doesn't care whether Russia is involved in any war machine or it's fighting a global war. It will continue buying the US, continue buying the Russia oil, no matter how much sanctions India goes through. However, India wants to negotiate with the US on tariffs. So that is something up in the air, and people are worried in India as India is losing its business with the US, and US is shunting out India business just like flies. It doesn't want to keep a warmonger or a supporter of war machine into its territory. So US and India is having this direct tussle. So anyway, folks, the glimpses of my rooftop, as you can see, looks like a kite. I'm flying a kite with Yagi antenna of mine facing towards Swan R2. I'm already getting up with the communication if I can receive any, but I will communicate with the speed of light, as I keep telling you. I don't use electromagnetic spectrum a lot because that is not speed of light. Speed of light is way different and it works in optics, and you have to do some flashing. You have to do daily flashing, and with the flashing of lights, the communication of light opens up with Swan R2 and 3i Atlas. I do it in the evening time. Almost every day you can watch from drone or from sky at my residence. As you can aware, I have a very unique fingerprint or footprint of my rooftop, so you can always watch from drone. This is my Yagi antenna facing south, right now south, but I'll make it southwest so that I can align with Swan, and if I can receive any signals if they are sending. or if the 3i Atlas is sending any signal. So my Yagi antenna is very much attuned for that frequency. So perhaps it's going to go in gigahertz, but I am using the lower spectrum because it will have harmonics at lower spectrum as well. So, okay, folks, this is the end of this session, and I will join you in the next session. This is October 18th. Time is about 5:35 p.m. IST India Standard Time. And in the end, I would like to again share my personal disclaimer, which is always there on my YouTube sessions. You can check on this YouTube channel of mine. And I give this personal disclaimer that Sjsrana, always remember, Sjsrana has never taken anything: car, cash, money, bounty, international visa, lottery, house, property, females, girls, credit card, or even pagers or cell phone from any racist, fascist, rapist, beggars, devils, delivery agents of India under metaphor raping games around my residence neighborhood, which was here since 2023. The whole metaphor devils raping game, or the gangsters, MS-13 type gangsters who were delivering money, cash, lottery, car, visa, or females, girls, they were all been delivered to the devils of India, rapists of India, or deep state vampires, basically under digital slavery against Sjsrana, or digital enslavement, digital arrest of Sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, or you can call it sabotaging of identity or grand larceny on Sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana. It was occurring here since 2023, and the place is Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. My residence is Villa 77. I have never been part of any of those gangsters, MS-13 rapists around my neighborhood who were running the prostitution rings since 2023, or sex trafficking of females, raping of females, minor girls. All was being done by the devils of India, working perhaps by some renegade deep state officials of India, officers of India, or vampires. I call it deep state vampires of India, doing digital slavery on Sjsrana. As you can see over here, Sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, my name is clear. This was taken on October 16th, October 2025 at about noon, because there was some construction work. I had to visit. This is my front yard view of the villa, and you can see. So, folks, in the end, I take the leave and leave it for you to decide with the